Take your time, huh? Because we're not going anywhere else besides this place, right? I don't think so, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, we have to spend a few hours here. And the hotel is so close by too. That
5 for 10, 1 for 5.
Okay, 5 for 10 hands. 5 for 10.
All right, can you hear me? Yes. We're in the shepherd's fields. We're not too far from the place where the Lord Jesus is born. This is a modern chapel that is built on an ancient scale or piers, which were identified where the shepherds were watching their flocks. And the angel appeared to them. They were scared. Told them, don't be afraid. I'm here giving you good news. Today, in the city of David, a Savior is born. And the sign will be made for you. A child wrapped with a swaddling cloth, put in a manger. Then multitudes of angels said, glory to God in the highest heaven and peace be on earth. Later on, the shepherds said one to the other, let's go and see what we have been told about. And from here they went and met the Holy Family, told them what they had heard good news about this child, and came back rejoicing, happy for what they had heard and seen that day. The fields, we're gonna see the fields, but this is the 1950s. Antonio Barbuzzi, Chapel Franciscan Fathers, and guess who donated money, which nation?
Canada?
Canada. So that's why we have the Canadian emblem here. Canadians donated money in order to build this church. 3 nice paintings here. One showing the shepherds watching their flocks, while the angel and multitudes of angels, and they are scared. With their, of course, flocks, sheep, and goats. And in the far horizon you see the little town of Bethlehem. The second painting, the shepherds went and visited the Holy Family and told them what they have heard good news about this child. You see that Jesus in cloth in the manger, wrapped with cloth, put in the manger. And you can see that they are in the town of Bethlehem. The third one, we see in the far horizon, the city of Bethlehem, the town of Bethlehem, the little town. Up on top, the star of Bethlehem. Have you ever heard about the star of Bethlehem? 14-headed star. Right. The one that you touched in the nativity, 14-headed. 14 generations from Abraham to David. 14 generations between David and exile. And 14 generations from the Exodus to Jesus. So the star of Bethlehem is a 14-headed star. And you see the shepherds came back rejoicing, happy for what they had heard and seen. This is one of the smallest chapels I have seen. Represents a tent or a cave. Multitudes of angels and glory to God in the highest heaven. Luke 2 verse 14.
And the mountains in reply, echoing with joyous ring.
from the window now.
Holy family.
So, from here the shepherds walked
Wow, how about this? That's
and came back rejoicing, happy for what they have. That's what we are going to do. We have time. No, we're gonna walk down to the cave. That's it.
Patrona y reina de México, emperatriz de América, las islas
It's nice.
Boy, this is really testing my height. Well, this I could take a picture of.
Do, I can get pictures from your camera into my computer too, and then put some pictures and
Oh,
this
okay.
and put it all together.
No, in the middle.
Watch your hand.
Light bulb. It's a light bulb. It's a light bulb.
no, it's Jesus who was born, and then they will put up.
Cribs.
Yeah, pick up the fires.
3 charcoal fire and other fire. And that's why it is black, dark.
Oh.
So, early Christians identified the place. The Byzantines built chapel and monastery here in the 4th century.
No English.
Logically speaking, this is a perfect place for shepherds. Location-wise, it is also a perfect place for shepherds. Why? We are here between the mountains and the desert. Couple of miles from here we reach the mountains. Couple of miles that direction we reach the desert. Yeah, don't block the door. Watch your head. So, for shepherds, of course, they stay here overnight. Then hot summer days, they go up to the mountains, which is cooler. Come back and stay overnight here. Rainy season, they walk a couple of miles into the desert, which is warmer and drier. So, logically speaking, this is ideal place for shepherds. Location-wise, it's ideal place for shepherds. Early Christians identify the place. Archaeologically speaking, we find ruins of the Byzantine monastery that was built here on the shepherd's field. So at least we have archaeology proof since or as early as the 4th century. And of course, generation to generation from time of Jesus until the 4th century.
Oh,
That
wow,
was-
that's scary.
So what we have here, mosaics that go back, well, okay, mosaics that go back to the
Haste, haste to bring him Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Peter, sing it.
I don't know the bird. I'm humming.
Then Jesus Christ, the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Thank you, Lord.
Let the night wind through the little land. Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little land. Do you see what I see?
Walk careful if you want to go down there.
Huh?
Walk careful if you want to go down there.
Mark is there.
It's a cave
It's a cave.
with lions, tigers, elephants, giraffes.
And giraffes. Oh, yeah. The giraffes big in there.
Yeah,
Swinging to the skies that were born. Do you hear what I hear? A song high above the tree, with a voice as big as the sea,
umbrella noise.
with a voice as big as the sea.
That is to let the light.
Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace born mighty king,
Take a picture.
do you know what I know? A child.
You can sit down.
Sit down. Yeah, have a seat. Do you know what tree is this?
Pine tree.
No.
Okay, a pine tree.
Dates?
These are pine trees. But this one here.
Cherry blossom.
Almonds?
Maybe
No plants.
Do you know what's this?
the one that
Oh yeah,
The
that.
one
What
that
is
you
that?
bought yesterday, man.
A nut. It's a nut. It's a nut.
Almonds.
What kind of?
Almond?
All right. Can you see the blossom now, the flowers?
Yes. Yes.
Next month that will be green.
And?
Green almonds. Have you ever heard the term? Green almonds? Okay, the green almonds, which is soft skin, and the almond inside soft. So you probably never seen it, you probably never tasted it, because it will be here for only a couple of weeks. Then the green almond, everything is edible, so you can eat it.
Edible?
Yeah.
All
Later
of
on, it will be a shell.
Okay.
So April and in March that will be, or mid-March to mid-April, that will be soft green almonds. You can eat it all. Then after mid-April, May, that will be hard.
Hard and?
Hard. You need to break it. You don't break your finger.
And that's the almond inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they process them, and then our brother buys them and eats them.
and he forgets what they were.
Why you say?
Can you see the almond?
That is
Yeah.
And now inside, what color is it inside? What color is it inside?
Forest.
So we can
Only a
actually
few miles from here. What we see there is the beginning of the desert.
where?
That hill.
Yeah, that's the cliff. That's the African Syrian cliff. The Rift Valley. So for shepherds, this is a perfect location. Rainy season, they walk through the valley to the desert. It's dry and warmer. Hot summer days, they walk through the valley up to the mountain, which is cooler. Tomorrow we're going to the Dead Sea, right?
Yeah.
We'll be passing next to Qumran, where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found. Have you heard about the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Yes.
A community called Essenes, Sons of Light. They call themselves a religious Jewish community that left the temple. No, I think it's better. We do have two kinds.
No, what to go. That's what we do in the package.
So, a community that left the temple
Doesn't that taste good? That's Indian.
You will get pregnant.
Name him Almond. That is genuine, homemade, forest made.
Call him bitter.
Yeah.
Bitter, really bitter.
Yeah.
So a community, a religious Jewish community, left the temple. They stopped going to the temple. As a Jew, they had to go at least 3 times during the feast in the year, 3 times to the temple. They had to. But this community stopped going to the temple. Left the temple, went very close to the Dead Sea. Being a religious community, they recopied the Bible, the Old Testament, and they wrote their community laws. 66 AD, the Jews in Jerusalem revolted against the Romans. Excuse me. So these people, the Essenes, put their scrolls in caves and hid them in, put them in jars and hid them in caves. The Romans, 70 AD, destroyed Jerusalem. The same period of time, they destroyed their community center, the Essenes. It's just next to the Dead Sea. We didn't know a lot about the Essenes till 1900 years later. The year 1947. What happened? 1947. Through the valley, reached the Dead Sea with his sheep and goats. He lost a goat, so he was looking for his lost goat. He reached a cave he was afraid to enter, so he took a rock, threw it inside the cave. Accidentally he broke a jar.
And he saw the...
No, you hear the noise.
Yeah. So, so he found a piece of leather with some writings in Aramaic and in Hebrew. So he thought that he found gold, but he was disappointed to find the Dead Sea Scrolls. He never knew what these were. So he took them with him. Imagine, he wanted to do a pair of sandals. So he came to Bethlehem, and again, imagine the situation. He went to a Syrian Christian shoemaker. The population here, 2% Christians all over the country. Out of the 2%, very few families that are Assyrian Christians that still speak the Aramaic language. Can you believe that? Can you imagine?
And you got the right.
So he took it to a person from a family called Kandu, a shoemaker, to do pair of sandals. That shoemaker opens them. He's religious. It's Aramaic, and he knows how to read it. If he took it to a Catholic one, he wouldn't know, or Greek author. Can you imagine the situation? So it's part of the Bible, the Old Testament. So, excuse me. He paid him the price of 2 goats.
2 goats.
2 goats. Then he showed them to the Assyrian patriarch. Then they were sold to the US for millions of dollars. Here nobody knew archaeology then, 1947. In the US, of course, they found out these are 2,000 years old. And
Got the treasure.
yeah, excavation started. They found more and more, and nowadays we have.
Ano nangyari sa
Years ago, Beijing dug in the west, take a week to prepare and all that sort of thing.
A project the U.S. government supported the Palestinians, helping the Palestinians. The U.S. aid, they built roads between the cities, because even if the Palestinians want to build roads, they cannot, because Zone C is under Israeli control, and they were left narrow roads, and they became dangerous roads to travel from one Palestinian city to another. So the U.S. government decided to build that. Yeah, to stay there.
هذا بال 15 سنة